Hi everybody, it's ShabaKush here. Getting ready to work on some pottery here. People were asking me to show a little bit about what I do, a little bit of my artwork, and since I've been quarantined here, actually respecting others and staying home and doing productive things. I've been doing a lot of pottery, so I think probably got maybe about 60 pieces. So as soon as they all come out of the kiln, I'll show them off. And if anybody's interested, you know, help out an artist here and buy some pottery. I have kitty cats, I have pipes, I have pottery, I have, gosh, a lot of cool things out there. Some I'm really anxious to see because I've been really working with some glazes. But first off, I smoke my bong here. Listening to some good music. I like listening to U2 when I work. Nice and calm. Has a good message behind a lot of the music. So it helps to calm anxiety listening to some really cool music. And yeah, let's get started. The clay that I'm using actually comes from the Manzano Mountains, which is located locally here. It's used for a lot of cooking pots that our ancestors used to use. So we go out to the mountains and we collect it, process the clay by doing a lot of grinding. Rainwater is what the key is to help soften the clay out. And I did some pieces here. I made a little bit of little bowls here, which our people used to use to store seeds in. Also have some little pots that I made. A lot of these were made a lot larger, and they were mainly used for carrying and catching rainwater. We have a little bit of cups here, and this is also what I was talking about, is a seed pot here. A long time ago, our ancestors actually used to store seeds in these pots, so the hole was a lot larger, similar to what you see here. You store your seeds in there, cork it with a piece of leather or corn cob, and they were buried at their field, and it kept the mice and rodents out of their seeds, so it'll be ready for next harvest. And coming up here in May, where we live, is our big planting season for our people, and that's when we start sowing a lot of our seeds. So we do have a shorter growing season out here. So here you see the seed pot. It's been drying now for about 3 days, so it's pretty hard. And what I do from this process here to kind of perfect the piece. And I'm going to switch the camera around so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay. Oh, let's see what you can see. So, more or less take the sandpaper, and I'll find the sand. And kind of grind off the little areas to make it even. And make it flat to the bottom. And this is pretty thin already, but I still like to sand them down a little more to get out the roughness. Sometimes I just like to leave it just for the fingerprints that I leave in the pots. So this helps to find any air pockets or anything that might cause the pot to explode in the firing process. Which for a lot of my pieces now I use an electric kiln because it's easier to fire, and I do a lot of glaze work, and I don't like to put it into an outside firing. As you can see here, I'm just taking out a couple of the bumps, the little rough places that are in the pot, and I keep sanding it down to get to where I need it. TV. It was really neat too, when I was learning how to make pottery. The seed pot was one of the first things I was taught by my parents. My father used to take us out into the fields when we were younger to plant. And keep in mind, I have 6 sisters and no brothers. So my daddy had it pretty rough, but he loved us. He taught us how to plant, taught us how to hunt, taught me how to chop wood. He taught me the best of both worlds. And he also knew pottery. My grandmother was a famous potter from our pueblo. She used to make pottery as tall and as big as her. Amazing. They used to have to take out the window frame to get the pot outside to fire. And somehow magically they used to fire them in an outside kiln with sheep manure, older pieces of pottery, and piñon wood. Cedar wood helped to get it hot, but the piñon wood will keep it burning. You're looking probably about a good maybe 8 hours, stoking the fire, getting it hot till it burns down to ash, and then you clean it off. And maybe sometime this summer, when the weather is better and we're allowed to be out of quarantine, I'll show you guys an outside firing. But this, I'm showing you a little sample of my micaceous clay that I use. Refining my piece. So, as you can see, you can kind of see the mica in it started to pop out, which is why, and this is a secret I do, is I burnish my pots. I try to get them all one direction to get the grain going in one direction. See how kind of smoothed it out, so that when I paint it, my paint will adhere to the piece. I take my polishing stone, which is handed down from a wonderful lady who taught me a lot about pottery, and I slowly start to burnish and keep burnishing this piece. Put in a little bit of pressure, but not too much. Don't want to break the piece. But you can kind of see how it smooths the pot out and gives it a nice sheen. And I will continue to do this through the whole pot. I try to do it before it really dries all the way through. If I'm doing a much larger piece, I do sections at a time. But since this is a smaller one, I just kind of go as fast as I can before it dries. And that's what gets the shine, which is a burnish that'll help my paint adhere to the pot. I'll show you a little bit more about painting the pot and a little bit more about our designs and what they mean. Now this here is how ShabaKush burnishes her pottery. And then, see how shiny that is? And then it makes it easier for my paint to stick. I'm going to be doing some painting later, so I'll tell you a couple stories and give some people something to see besides all this corona stuff going on out there. There you go. Hope you liked it. In between breaks, I take a hit. Helps my shoulders relax in here, and in here. Your wrists hurt, and your fingers. As you're using a lot of your hands and your upper body, which a lot of people don't realize as artists. A lot of potters, painters, a lot of our pains are in our upper bodies because we're using different muscles. But it really helps when I smoke during the process. I really like Uncle Magnus Amnesia. That plant really helps me. He's also doing some really cool stuff and some cool breeding. So if you guys get the chance, check out his channel. It's Uncle Magnus, or also Assassin's Gardens, which is the garden that we have here. I'm carrying a lot more CBD, THC strains to help the people out there. And thanks to a lot of people who are helping us out and supplying some wonderful seeds. Stay tuned. I'll get some more pottery stuff out to you guys.